adjust a little bit, bear with me.
The left hand's going to pull down as the right hand pulls forward.
Sorry about the shakiness. I'm handling the phone now. See if I can do anything about the brightness of it. By the way, if you are on TikTok, if you could tap the screen a few times, give me a few likes, we'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, great. We have an anisexual among us. Never fails.
Don't think of a second step.
Oh, okay.
Just think
A
of
little
this like
orange.
You're going right into
The filters are doing, you see, playing around with the filters a little bit.
So if you're taking one step,
Okay, you had a weird filter, that's what was going on. Alright. Not even sure how that engaged. James Welding, welcome. Mr. Nobody, welcome. Lycanclaw, hello.
so
Did you make goal?
too much
Yes, it was great.
on both sides of the line and not direct enough. So I want you to face me head on. You two guys tend to do this a little too much. Too much side-to-side motion. I want you to see all one direct motion. You see it?
Are these real samurai? That's a funny question. No, no samurai since 1873. Well, doesn't mean you can't enjoy the swordsmanship and the culture.
Side you don't play. Up, John.
Not a much.
So don't think of this as 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Think of it like 2 beats.
Tommy T, welcome.
Watch the 2 beats here.
Don Reiner, welcome.
2 beats instead of each knee sound. 3 beats. Think of it as each knee.
How long
If
are
you
the
think of
blades? Some
that,
are longer
2
than others.
beats
It
instead
all
of 3,
depends.
even though it's technically
Average is 27 and a
3
half
movements,
inches.
but ultimately you want to have 2 beats with this.
John over here,
Draw
he's wearing a longer one
and
at
a cut.
80 centimeters, about 33 inches.
Now the previous one had 3 beats. Each knee sound. Right?
Welcome, everybody. For those of you wondering, this is RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia.
All right,
We are a sword shop.
you're there though. With these Handachi, this is the first time training with these Handachi. It's the second.
Were those dulled, or is that still sharp?
Yeah, this is one marked dull.
Oh, okay. It is
Thinking about using them for the demo.
losing the metal parts. Got to glue them on.
Well, now they're being trained with, so. That's it. Get that back with us.
Tom Cruise is pretty
Join
short.
us down here on Earth. Yeah, they're just hot. Yeah. Well, keep climate difference.
Dan, yes,
They
this will stop
purposely don't
bullets
use
if you're
them
fast
for
enough.
Is it okay? Or you want to change swords?
No, I mean, it was just, that's what was messing me up, because that was useless.
Yeah. Keep wait forward on the part here.
Larry. Pogos, you're too funny.
Keep the foot in line with your shoulder, not too far. Keep the foot underneath. That's where you're making a mistake, is you have your foot not underneath your hip.
Hey, Kevin Stewart.
The whole idea is you come here.
Tommy T, no, these are all blunted E, I told.
You gotta come here, right? If you're too far wide, it's hard to.
Nobody asked you, John.
Your body, so that you can.
Your breath is horrible.
Reset.
Yeah, Blank, we are local. We have classes three times a week. If you're in Richmond, definitely come visit us. Class on Tuesday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then on Saturday 9 a.m. to 10.
So then, I'm stepping too much with the left. That's the problem.
You can, just make sure the right foot trails.
Yeah, the bald guy, he's using a
Oh,
33-inch
okay, so if I do that,
Tachi
slide it with
cavalry
the-
swords.
I see.
And they're going to be doing a demo in armor, so.
I see.
Yeah,
All right, that, I'm not sliding.
All right, I'm tired of John talking.
Oh,
so-
a little bit of a breakthrough today with this.
Yeah.
That's it. The only small thing I would correct, too much frontal on the null toe. So when you come here, you're too much here. Keep it.
Yeah, Blank, check out the website, JSA RVA. What's the website, jsarva.org or
.com.
.com? JSARVA.com.
Party.org.
Hey, James, getting in Washington or Michigan.
It's smellmyjerseyarmpits.com.
Yeah, so yeah, John, who was mouthing off, has since been muted.
What was he saying?
He's just being stupid. Repeating the same thing.
Get out of your grandma's basement. You might learn something, you schmucks.
He's too busy sleeping with her.
Bunch of mooks.
Right, well, it was a good point, because I realized they were supposed to have the cashier pointed at our opponent, mine was always over here, so it's too.
Yeah, if I'm facing you. This is, I'm putting something between us. That's not between us,
Yeah.
right? This is. Ooh. All right. All right, we're moving on. You keep your speed head. Okay, cool.
No one walks around with a sword anywhere. I mean, of course not.
Here we go.
So why waste your
Yeah.
Saturday morning if it's not something you're interested in? Go find someone to live that you want to enjoy doing. Why waste your time? No chopping. We do that on Monday nights, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Lord of the Rings songs, Lord of the Rings swords. We are out of. We do usually have Orcrist, Glamdring, other ones. So right now I'm just practicing. This is a targeting practice.
So you have to draw and hit the just.
So make sure when you do this, right, you're not cutting down to something. You're sinking your body. If you cut down to it, you'll miss. You'll come at an angle. You want to come low. And again, no frontal, so make sure that you are.
You're getting distance?
No,
Or?
no, that
Oh,
was
okay,
the
okay,
challenge.
okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wolfer, visit our website, rva-katana.com. And use those words.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
thought
but
you
you
were-
can't-
Oh, no,
you
you
can't
it's
go
your
slow.
class.
You have to do it all at once.
That's the concept.
Cheaterは日本語であなたですかで、知らんの言葉、チーターは日本語であなたですか
は何
チーターは、チーター、
Cheater?
チーターは日本語であなたですか知らん。
知らん。
チーターは日本語であなたですか何がここチーター、チーターです。日本語。
Do you mean like an affair cheater or
Yeah,
class
yeah, yeah.
cheater?
Class cheater.
I know that a fair cheater.
Yeah. Funny that you would know that.
Buggy.
Sagi.
Sagi is like a scam.
Yeah.
Scam, yeah.
That's it. Try very hard not to. Everybody pay attention to me here. Go back. Try very hard not to overdo it, overswing. Remember, you control the sword, it doesn't control you. So I want you, even if you miss, I'm going to miss intentionally. Even if you miss, stop it right at the target. Okay. So again, stop it right there. Look at the position. Papo sabaki. Right. No frontal. Keep on.
Josh Stewart, no, they're not cutting. It's dry. They're aiming at the paper ball at the top. We cut on Monday nights. These things, they need us, actually, you can see in this little case here, we're soaking. So we cut on, yeah.
No, that's zero. I had it one. I did have it one. I back and forth. And there's no minus. Can't just change the minutes in the middle.
I am the rules. Very good. Well executed. So what I'm looking for is when you connect it with the ball of paper, I'm looking for this shoulder pulling back. Right? So that was good, very good.
Yeah, well, that's because it just came to the side as I was drawing.
Yeah, you can straighten the blade. If you bend your blade, you can usually straighten back the other way.
$1,000, I hope it'll hold up better than this.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting a good angle here.
Too far away, too close. No side you just drew it. So here, watch. Watch the overcut. You just cut that? Good job. Way to go. Good. So everybody pay attention to me here. The idea isn't to try to hit the paper. Pay attention to me here. The idea isn't to hit the paper. The idea is to put your mind on something else and let your body just do. Everybody with me? You are better than you think you are, and there's your problem. You think too much. So by putting your mind on the paper, you start to learn wuxing, right? Your body just does. Your mind's on something else, your body just does. So I don't want you to try to hit it, try to think of a technique. I just want you to put your mind on the paper and hit it or not. I don't care. So let your body develop the proper technique. Okay? It's not a competition. It's just the ball paper just is a tool to help us develop better skill, or to realize that we're better than we think we are. Everybody with me? Right. Okay, keep going.
The goal is not to hit the paper, it's to be the paper.
Keep going. What's that?
You knocked it halfway on.
Oh, thanks for
It's on
finishing
edge.
your job.
this martial art good for self
See, I'm looking for the
defense?
technique, right?
Not really.
Guys,
It's
think about it. You know,
this is
watching
more
simple
of a
philosophy.
discipline of things. I mean, there are certain things that you can get out of it in terms of body positioning, spacing, awareness. Especially if you know the place in the States where everyone has guns, then the sword isn't going to do you so much good. Plus, you're not carrying it. Pocos. Third tax evasion notice.
That's the overswing control. See how this is a good tool for helping you with that? So that's really highlighting an area you need to work on.
I'm gonna make this really small for you.
Oh. Too small.
No, it's too small for,
Oh, nice, John.
it's called karma.
Hit it the real size, you would have hit it.
Gotta get lower there. There you go. I mean, you should be able to be here or here, right? But you never want to be here, unless it's a completely different cut. This is got this.
Yeah, Chris is always good at this.
Teaching that class.
Brendan, this is $12 a class. It's here in Richmond, Virginia.
2 minutes left.
If you join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana, Scott usually live streams
You
his
see how you
class
control
on
the tip there?
Sunday
And-
mornings,
Was it on
or
there?
Sunday
Very good,
afternoons.
very good. Too far away. Make sure you're flying that side of you. So you have like an internal targeting mechanism when you can align your body, you know, your cuts.
Quinton, we're located in Richmond, Virginia, 1909 West Carey Street, right across from Shindig's if you happen to know Richmond.
All right. Got your partner? Okay. Let's line up.
All right. So it looks like he's about to end class, and we're going to transform this into a sword shop.
Got it.
So all the floor will be filled with sword racks.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be hardcore rock and roll kenjutsu. So I'm glad we kind of circled back to these Kihon and Bako kata.
Sports
Is it something
family.
you learned today, or something you got out of this training?
There are a lot of skills that we develop are just to have fun, work on concentration.
You develop some bad habits, or perhaps I haven't highlighted enough, or perhaps you just haven't done these enough for you to overcome those. The bottom line is
No
you-
one's said-
you
no one's
highlight.
expecting you to do
What's
this
the
to
first
fight.
step to ever solving a problem? Acknowledging one exists. You know how many morons walk these streets?
Quentin
and think
Dunmore,
they
yes,
have no
Richmond, Virginia.
problems? Everybody has problems. Knowing what it is the first step to resolving or finding a
Yeah,
solution.
people,
Everybody-
we always have people come in here just like, well, stop a bullet. I mean, no one's expecting to stop a bullet. I'd say like
You discover something with your
almost
mom.
every single person in here has a gun too. So no one has any illusions that they're going to be using a sword.
It had nothing to do with the way I was trying to cut. As soon as I had my feet right,
But the same thing. It's like learning body coordination. It's fun. It's community. So
You have fun?
if you're in a group of people that you enjoy being around, then it's a good thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set up the shop.
Really good class. Some days these small classes like this, where we don't do a whole lot of physical activity, we'll focus on the fundamentals, can be the most eliminating to where you're having difficulty. Not you, you're perfect. Okay, give me one team.
Good weeks and bad weeks.
Better than Monday.
That was because not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that was when I wore the armor. And so I tried to get here and got the armor on, I didn't take the extra time to do stretching. So I felt it between the armor and not stretching. I felt it after that class.
Walk more feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll.
Oh, okay, that helps my, that should help my back. Okay, I'll be crawling around the house.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, you trying to get your talent to the
Thank you.
Have you ever had any back pain or?
No, I understand what you mean.
I'm sure it's because I sit too much and don't walk.
If I sit long enough, I don't get to do it much. But
I spent hours and hours and hours and hours on the couch playing video games. Yeah, it's.
yeah, sitting next to that.
Would it give you trouble, dude?
surgery,
What? You need surgery?
stand up, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is plantar fasciitis. And it just flared up yesterday. I haven't been bothering me for, I haven't had this, actually never had it this foot before. So. Keep going.
How'd your cookout go?
You just, my family plus my daughter's boyfriend. So that's a big thing.
Is he all nervous?
No.
Mr. Calm, sir.
No. He's very clueless like that.
Look, Mr.
He's
Calm.
not nervous when he should be.
Look, Mr.
He's not
Calm.
nervous when I'm about to draw on him.
Meeting that door. Several stories.
He brought steak, he brought seasoned steak, so I can't, you know.
Oh, that's good. He's doing it right.
And we're also keeping my my partner's dog. The dog wasn't eating dog food. She refuses to eat the kibble. And but she like smelled the steak and was going crazy.
Yeah. My dog will eat her kibble after all other options are exhausted.
The dog didn't eat all day
As a last
long.
resort, she'll fine.
The dog did not eat all day long until we mixed in some steak juices with her kibble.
Look at you. I went on Nikki last night.
Now, part of it's our problem. I mean, part of
What have
she
you-
gets her own.
You wanted to eat.
Yeah, you trained her well. You trained
Yes,
her.
I-
They all have never done
I
that.
wait long enough, that will get me.
Duck and bowl? You've never seen it?
Where's that?
A little ball
Yeah,
this
it's
big.
one little piece.
Oh,
of
yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah.
Kids, it's not food. It's just like a-
You don't have to have that. Anything.
They had never done it before, and after last night, they're like, oh my God, we're doing this every day.
All right, so you can see that we're setting up. Basically, we have about 650 different types of swords here, almost 700 different types of swords right now. Are any made of Tamahagane? Yes. We have 2 modern swords made of Tamahagane. We have several made of Orishigane, and that, which is like same process as Tamahagane, but not official from the MBTHK smelt. There's like an official smelting that goes on in Japan. And then we have some antique swords that are made of Tamahagane. Historical Jien swords. We don't have any historical ones, no. We do have Jien, but not historical ones. Oldest sword we have here is 650 years old. We actually do have some for sale that are about that. So, let's see. Oldest sword, yeah. Oh yeah, we got a lot of things that are on sale right now.
I don't think we've had deals this good in here. since-
We've never had deals this good. Basically, some of our suppliers, they also had an Amazon shop, and their Amazon shop got shut down, so they sent us stuff to sell on consignment. They need the money, and so they told us to sell them to reduce the price significantly. So these are originally like $375 swords. This is called yajiri, the kind of feeling, the arrow, yajiri. Has a really beautiful like kojiri on it.
You come to both times.
Nice fittings.
What's kind of cool is several of our forge partners, we don't buy the swords. They just send them to us, and we're kind of consigning them or liquidating them for them. So we don't have to shell out a lot of money for these. We don't do this for a living, but it makes it even easier. And so they're saying, you know what, just drop the price, we need to move them. And so it's great for anybody looking to buy a sword because just the process by which we have it set up with some of these dealers means killer prices. See, these are for $200. You kidding me? Comes with a nice hard case and a free stand.
In Japan, that's too funny. So the antiques we don't usually take out during live streams unless we already have them out. Like we had one out yesterday, but they're in a display case, which are kind of hard.
This is another one. All three of these from Legacy Steel are.
Aluminum Crusher. I thought you had that sword. Didn't you already get that all silver with the blue blade? Let's see.
And the knives are 200 too.
Ichigo Bankai we already have. There's the antique swords, the antique Japanese swords, from anywhere from about 150 to 650 years old. Tanto room over here. Looks like we are showing a Tensei Zangetsu or Bankai, I'm not sure which one. Lichen Claw, they are actually T10. I confirmed it. I thought they were L6, but I confirmed that they are T10.
Yeah, we thought they were L6
Yeah,
too.
originally we listed as L6.
I think they listed as L6, but it's T10. Yeah.
That looks fun. The bow looks really fun, but it seems very fun.
Chinese sword blue blades, yes we do.
What else is on
Lots
sale?
of small little things.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
this is on sale for 200.
Another one, this is 125. This is actually Virgil sword from Devil May Cry. 65 MN. TSA compliant for carry-on? No. If you try to bring these on, you will have a one-way trip to Guantanamo Bay probably.
Just go to Walmart and buy like a plastic gun case. Hold like 4 swords in it and just check it.
Can I see a Chinese sword with blue bladed? How much is it? How about this one? Good. Eric wanted to see this one. Biggie wanted to see this one.
What's up, Eric?
And so beautiful.
So this one has a blue blade. This is a Kang Shi Dao.
I love the Warncliffe style.
He calls it Warncliffe. I call it Song.
Well, modern knife technology they call it a Warncliffe. But you call it what, Song?
Song Dynasty.
Song Dynasty
Yeah.
too? Yeah.
These are the sort of things like Chinese swords started to get bends in them around the Song Dynasty. Before that, they were mostly straight. Kagurabashi, I have never heard of. Yeah, we also have European swords over here.
はるみさん。
ハルミというか。
はるみさん。神楽橋は何ですか？知ってる？神楽橋は何ですか？何？うん。え？City? Oh, it's a city. 知らん。
東海の名前ですか？そうですか。This one
He's
is,
from Tokyo,
I
so
believe,
yeah.
225-ish or 200?
What
200.
part of Tokyo are you from again?
Let's see.
New York Skytree. That's right. Oh, this is new.
Yeah, then we have this one. This is the Dark Giant, the twin to the Jade Giant. This is a 33-inch long tachi, T10 clay pattern. Which sword is capable of slicing through the neck? Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's like Sith and Jedi if you think about it. Sith colors Jedi. Like if you were a fan of jumping space frogs, you'd go for the green.
Looking for dark green or purple one, 150. We have some that are all purple for, actually, we just got one in. It's not listed on our website yet because we just got it in. But this one will be 150. It is a really cool purple one. Where did it disappear to? Where did we put it? This one here. This is a really cool looking sword here.
Deep purple.
This is high manganese steel.
Just to kind of put into contrast versus the
The passion dragon. So one is sort of a dark purple, the other is sort of a passionate purple.
I love the dragon.
In Japan, no. You cannot carry these swords in Japan. In Japan, you can only sell Tamahagane swords.
Did you study those in Tokyo?
Just got from you, ordered your hoodie and t-shirt yesterday. Oh, we saw that order.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, James.
I make them, so I'll make it for you later today. So it'll ship out on Monday. But thanks for that. I'm gonna make it for you myself.
Okay.
Steve Padigo wants to see or John Padigo wants to see the Tanto, the discounted Tanto from Shin. Also, really beautiful swords here. Seriously, these things, I think we had listed for $350-ish, but they told us to just get rid of them.
There's 2 models. I'm gonna pick one up because they're awesome. And these also come with a free stand and a gift box and a box, so they're really nice. Even the Tanto, but check out the furniture on that. It's really pretty. Sai is really nice, gold and black.
Biggest
Check out the blade.
semi-sword. What is your semi-sword? My wife isn't happy with your new hobby. Marriage is a temporary, swords are forever.
Just tell her not to buy any more shoes or purses and see how that works out.
One-piece sword katana, we do. We do have several of them.
And John, this is the other one with the metal kurigata, kojiri, and koiguchi.
It's a really pretty blade too.
It is a kuri. the polish on this is really, I mean, it's $200. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's a really cool sword.
So this was 3 something and now it's 200. So those
Yeah.
are the 2 from Legacy Steel ones too.
It is seriously such a great deal. Those swords.
Yeah, we haven't had a deal that good in here like ever.
Let's see, Zoro sword. Zoro sword. I assume you mean not Mexican Zoro, but anime Zoro. We do have Mexican Zoro. We have rapiers sometimes. We're out of stock right now.
Was that just for that school?
We can ship to Australia, but if you live in Victoria and now South Australia, you have to have permits.
Right.
Yeah, it started that July 1 or July 1st, right?
Something like that.
They're doing you can't own a machete or a sword.
They're doing
You
a
have 3 months to surrender them, or a $20,000 fine per piece they find.
Yubitsume.
They can interpret it that way. Yeah.
Mexican Zoro we don't have. We will have side swords and rapiers back soon. Do you have the Blade one? We do not. If you mean the movie Blade with Wesley Snipes. I didn't realize that was a Marvel hero until I watched one of the I think Wolverine versus Wolverine Deadpool.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes got the whole Marvel movie thing started. Blade was the first, so yeah. It's kind of hard not imagining Wesley Snipes being that character.
We don't have fencing foils here. We do sell sword pillows. I don't know if do we have sword pillows in stock? We have these sword pillows that are imported from Japan.
We're out.
We're out. Okay, never mind. We usually have sword pillows imported from Japan, but we're all out. They are full tang, yes.
Michonne sword from The Walking Dead.
This is the basic version. Could you show the dragon head Tachi? It's at my house. You have to wait for when I'm I'll probably bring it here actually. I'm rearranging everything in the sword room now that I have these racks that Ryan made for me.
The sword room. You
The sword room.
You mean the guest bedroom?
The guest bedroom, now the sword room. I'm trying to get my dad a good but fairly cheap katana. He's interested in the 1000 Chrysanthemum. Do you think you should get the Prime version? Is worth the the upgrade price in my opinion because you get real Samigawa and copper fittings. So I think it's worth
It's
it.
a step up. It's
It
a
is-
nice step
it's a
up,
big
yeah.
step
The
up.
blade, same blade, T10, really well done. The fitment's
Watching
a
from
little
Texas, awesome. The all wooden ones, they look like bamboo, but it has a very nice blade. Yeah, those are called takimitsu, or okay, maybe these. So this is shikomizue. We don't have Blade's blade. Ninja Gaiden, we actually have the Sword of the Archfiend, don't we?
Evil
thought-
Archfiend, Ninja Gaiden 2.
There's a Ninja Gaiden right there. How are the Sasuke type with out of the guard for hand? They look seamless with the guard. Here's the Sasuke sword. The new Kangshi swords, because I'm not seeing them on the website. All of them are ones that we've had before, Eric, and they should be listed. We just got a restock of things. Yeah, 65 mm is the type of springtail. Thank you, Steve. Didn't even notice you were there. Wooden swords. We'll show you some wooden swords. Oh, Last Samurai. Since we're here, we might as well show Last Samurai. We have one that actually has the kanji on it, the Chinese characters, the Japanese characters, which say white people are awesome. And then we have one without the characters. They're basically the same blade. Yamato from DMC. We actually have a discounted version of Yamato from DMC for $125. It was $175. But
$75 off with no kanji.
50. Oh, without. Yeah, that one's 75 without kanji. Yeah. Tenchu, Takimitsu. We're getting there. We're sort of like people ask questions, and we were sort of looking at the general area. Average price, we started at $80 and go way into the thousands. Emma from One Piece, we do have. There's a katana with an upside down blade, sir. I did not see it. Here is
You mean
another
like
Takemitsu.
Sakamoto?
Legendary sword, not
So if you buy one of these, right? You have to, for the tachi, you have to buy a sageo to put in between here. Okay, so you can't just wear it like this. You have to put a sageo here. So if you get one, just heads up.
He's trying to sell Sageo as well.
Then come with it.
That's like a military sword style, the way that type of mount. Yeah.
A lot of people are buying them and trying to put them on, and having no idea how to wear a tachi. So you still need a sageo to mount to wear them properly.
So he's saying one is upside down, but I'm not saying that are upside down. Yeah. Here's one, a reverse blade. So I guess that could be technically upside down.
Oh, it means the sword on the rack is upside down?
I guess so.
Oh, cool. Which one?
I have no idea. Elden Ring, right over there. We have Rivers of Blood and Moonveil, and then we have Nagatiba. AC Shadows soon, but not yet. Any with Sage Handle. Not sure what that means.
Green handle, sage.
Sage.
What's that one that has the,
Moonveil right there.
where's the one we just got with the green suede handle?
That is the bamboo one from Cloudhammer, but sold.
Oh, we sold it.
You sold it, yeah. We're getting more. We're having more sea freighted. Here's how about the Sekiro one with green suede? Green suede shoes. Green suede sword.
This is so nice.
Yes, it is on Chris Ames. It is on Carey Street, 1909 West Carey Street. If you know where Shindigs is, we're right across the street. When you come in, just say, "Hey, you saw us on TikTok." We greatly appreciate it.
We're across from Murder Mart, which is that BP at the corner of Meadow and Cary.
The chicken will murder you if you have enough of it. Jin Sakai, yeah, we do have Sekiro, or not Sekiro, but what do you call them, swords? Tsushima swords. We just showed Kenshin's Reverse Blade. So we have two versions, actually three versions of the Tsushima sword. Shinobi sword, we do have quote-unquote ninjato. The all silver one is not on the website. Okay, we'll check it at the end. Send us a text so we can remember to go add it to the website. Okay, Scott's doing it right now. The all silver one, I'm pretty sure I relisted it. Maybe I didn't unarchive it, but I know we got it. Yeah, the 65mm Yamato for 125. It used to be 150, so really great deal.
It's there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Ninja toes. Is that like camel toes, but with ninjas? Website is rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com.
Oh, it's not on.
Ichigo's Zanpakuto. Eric, we're fixing that right now. Your sword arrives Thursday. Awesome. There's Zanpakuto right there. Malaysia, I am not sure. Check with your country's import laws, and if they do allow it, we can ship it. One piece.
I'll put it up when we go off live. I'll put it up.
We just have to unarchive the listing. Can you show a law sword? Trafalgar Law right here.
We have a Nodachi version of this as well.
We do have a Nodachi version for $250. That's a $150. UK, there's always a risk of seizure in customs. We will ship if you want to take that risk. Like if you have documentation saying that you are trained in swords or stuff like that, we can always send it. But there is always a risk of seizure in customs. Probably a higher risk in UK than anywhere else. What I suspect is that the customs officials are keeping it for themselves. Thank you, Cheese.
Yeah, once you go into their homes and you see like racks of stuff,
Hey, David Z.
being liberated.
Hattori Hanzo did not make swords. He was a spy, a shinobi who helped Tokugawa create the Tokugawa shogunate. Cash for me? Nope, not cash for Scott. Samanosuke Onimusha. We don't have.
Yeah.
Here we got the Sokka sword back. For those of you who like Avatar: Last Airbender, this is the $200 version. It does not have the white lotus symbol on the bottom. See you guys.
See you tomorrow?
Favorite sword and shop? Hard to say. I mean, like for a couple weeks there, it was definitely like the new Phoenix Armory ones that we got. Phoenix Armory.
Okay, thank you so much for your effort. Let me know what I owe you.
Zuko sword. We do have Zuko sword too, but that is Sokka sword. The jersey.
Nin Jersey.
The Nin jersey.
He's from New Jersey too. Like for 5 minutes where I grew up.
I'm about to buy a golden archer for myself and a silver archer and a cleaning kit for your father. Any other recommendations before I pay? Let's see. If you want one of those Tanto or the Oni Ronin, do you want to show the Oni Ronin? The Oni Ronin, the demon one, is also 200. Same thing, but it has like a little more embellished saya. Here's the Oni Ronin, also a $200 one. How's it going?
I see you guys on my YouTube.
Oh, awesome.
I came down here because of you guys.
Oh, awesome. Thanks. Are you from Richmond? You came to visit from somewhere else, or?
Louisa.
Oh wow, oh Louisa, so not too far away. Cool. Well, we are live streaming right now, but how can we help you? That's all right. It's all good. If you don't want to be on camera, we'll not point it at you. So you want to give
Want
me.
to show what you got? Come on back.
Yeah, you can go. No, we're good. We're gonna be on for a while, so Scott will help you. Yeah.
I came for you guys.
Oh, you did? Okay, Scott, you want? Yeah, we can. All right, Scott's gonna take over, and let me go set up a table. New Jersey at the wheel.
All the time, and
You cut bamboo?
you guys come back.
Oh yeah, we cut bamboo. Oh yeah.
I just stay home and just watch it.
Bamboo's it's free. Yeah, it grows all over in Richmond. Hi. Let's go some of this stuff. Hi, Jamata. Let's get that.
Cut down bamboo or
Aye.
whatever you're doing. Yeah.
All right, Scott's at the wheel. Hattori Hanzo was a ninja spy from Japan, but Toronto was nothing Kill Bill. Oh yeah, and that movie Kill Bill. We're not big fans of it. If you are, more power to you. But Hattori Hanzo was a member of the nobility. He was a Iga Ninja Jonin. Jonin is like a high-level commander. Him, Momochi Sandayu, and shit, what was the other one? I can't remember. There was another guy. That was the three families in Iga. Can you take us back to the Tamahagane swords? Yeah. We have some antiques. See you tomorrow, Chris.
Yes, he is.
Hey, bring your naginata.
Yes, sir. I'll bring it.
Yes, sir.
It's always in my vehicle.
Yes, yes.
Ready to use.
What are we listening to?
Yeah, what are we listening to? Is that, where is that? Is that coming from the phone?
It's coming from your phone.
Oh. Oh.
Well, you got a theme song playing wherever you walk, like Rocky?
It's my game. Come on.
It's like a Damascus or a full.
This one's Tamahagane.
You said you made it yourself? Okay. Yeah, great. Sure. I can't tell if it does not look like it has a phone line, but definitely it's full of steel.
What else is Tamahagane?
Tamahagane, we also have the ones up there. We have the,
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting up there.
yeah, we're not going up there.
These two are Tamahagane that I can get to. Yeah, you just know when it's like real silk. You feel it in your hand. It just feels really nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nice smooth transitions. Really tight wrap.
Also, that's just
If you like blue, which I don't, it's a
If you
color.
like blue,
it's
which
a
you
color
probably
of
can.
pig vomit. I don't own a single thing with blue in it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is pretty good. I played it, James. I loved it. My wife's Japanese, and she watched it with me, and she was blown away in how they got the temples and shrines dilapidated from that Sengoku Dai Warring States period. So she's like, it's like the only game she's like, "Are you gonna play your game?" Because she's like, "Are you gonna play your game again?" So a really good game. I loved it. It's really fun. Yeah. Yeah. We need to have a montage, Rocky. Yeah, Rocky did have a montage. Summer Dragonfly.
That's the blue and red. That's the one we put up for Independence Day.
Yeah, I'll show you that one.
Where's the new cookie popper?
I got
Oh, you got it off anyway. So who?
I don't know. It's signed.
Yeah, this is the one I used for the graphic yesterday for the Happy 4th of July, just because it looked a miracle.
So
Isn't that pretty
you
though?
can tell from this.
I have the same Tsuba on my Minosaka Iaito. I love it.
Chinese made
Yeah.
sword. It's pretty nice. I mean, for a Chinese made sword, this is probably like 20, 30 years old.
Yeah, it's a flesh on
And you see this here, like this isn't a real Japanese name.
It's kind of cool the meaning of dragonflies in Japanese culture. Though dragonflies can fly in all directions, in Japanese culture, they tend to dart forward. And so the philosophy is don't worry what happened in the past, only focus on the forward. And there's a philosophy behind it where they say, don't carry the burden of past experiences with you. Always try to improve yourself. Always keep moving forward. And it has this mental philosophy. If you did something wrong in your past, or maybe you burned a bridge, or you did something that you're ashamed of, we have a tendency to carry that guilt on our conscience and our mind and our heart. And so the concept of dragonflies, don't worry about that. Just keep going forward. You can't change the past. You can only learn from it. So recognize those behaviors in yourself that you don't like and don't do them again. So it's really fascinating when you see that. I don't know if other Asian cultures see it that way, but it's one way. One of my Japanese instructors explained to me the meaning behind the tombo or the dragonfly. It's pretty fascinating. This is nice. This is stingray skin. Ray skin is a very common substrate in that part of the world, and
So this is used to cover the wooden scabbard to give a little more durability. Usually, when you buy something with ray skin, if any of you own it, you know it's like the $300 to $500 additional charge. Then you put buffalo horn or ox horn reinforcement. Here, what they did is they sanded it, but they didn't lacquer it, so it has this very organic feel to it. Versus perhaps something. Here's one where you can actually see it's actually been lacquered down, nice clear lacquer. Kind of see it has like this matte look to it. So there's no lacquer on it. It's really nice.
Have you taken the handle off? Yeah. This one is nicer than
Here's
that
one.
And they're
This
both
is kind of cool. So almost you see like the striping of it. Really cool. This is a really nice robe. We just got this one in. You can see it has the ox horn reinforcement there. Really nice. Pretty cool Hamone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sadly, it's, well, we might
Here's
want
what
to
it's
find
purple.
someone who pay that much for it if they like it.
And what's nice here is they're doing a full Samegawa wrap, so you can see there's a thin line there, and that's where the ray skin wraps around. See, they wouldn't put the seam on top because it would fall apart. So they usually, when they wrap up, do a full wrap on a handle, they put the seam on the side, and they try to do their best to line it up. Sometimes it's crumbly done, but you can see here it's like really hard to see, which means they just did a really good job. They took their time, right?
These are basically Chinese made swords. This one's older. This one's older. It's
This
kind of
Notare
unique looking.
Hamone on this is beautiful.
It's pretty decent. It's also got kind of a signature there. So it's nice. This one is nicer than this one. Yeah.
All right.
These are not the sort of things we carry. Like, we probably would sell them for $50.
The Katana Itachi with the green suede handle, which sword was it that had the black sheath? That was the Kusabi Maru from. So we have the Kusabi Maru from Sekiro. We have it in black suede and we have it in green suede too. It's really nice. We sell a lot of this. It has like a Hondachi mount. Hondachi Zukuri. We have a lot of people that buy it that don't even know what the game is. They've never heard Sekiro before. They just love it. I think that's cool. That's really cool. I'm a sucker for silver furniture. I love it. So that's that one. Yeah, it's $200.
And they're not lacquered.
Isn't that purple pretty? Yeah, I like the furniture on it too. It's really pretty.
These have too many keyholes, and they're usually like a real.
Dragonfly sword. This one is $700. $700, and it's a one of one. So these are from Phoenix Armory. So Phoenix Armory, they have a really good mounter because the guy does Nihon toe mounting too. So he really knows what he's doing. But everything they make is sort of a one-on-one. What's kind of incredible, I love this that they do this. So they'll sometimes they'll forge their own blades. Sometimes they'll go to some higher-end forges and hand-pick a blade. And they'll sit there and they'll look at just the blade and get inspired by something on it. Maybe they'll feel like an aquatic theme, they'll see waves or a dragonfly or something. And then they'll just build something based on what they feel. It's kind of cool. When they do it, it's a one of one for us. So it's it's a production, but it's also kind of a semi-custom. So I love that they do this. So all of these are that same kind of concept. They just got an idea for this one has turtles on it, and you can see it has the green. Let's take a look at this blade, though. I want to see if there's anything that screams death turtle. So here's a green one. It's kind of cool. It has this green, black, and white. And again, it's that unsanded. And it has this turtle tsuba, Tsukkashi style tsuba. And again, full ray skin wrap. The seam is really difficult to see. So that's the blade. I don't see turtles, but maybe they see little turtle legs or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool though that they'll just get an idea to look at the blade and kind of say, I'm feeling this, and they'll make it for us, which is why we have some like a Leviathan. Every time we get this, it's a little different. So every time they make it, there's a subtle change in the color or the furniture. This is the new version of the tsuba with a little Tsukkashi style. Tsukkashi means see-through, takes some weight out, but this is the Leviathan. This one's very popular here. Beautiful polish, 3-color polish. We call these like lethal aesthetics, and it's full tang, sharp, but do you want to cut with it? I mean, I would, but some people just want something to look at and marvel at and have something else to beat up. But again, so this is ray skin wrapped, but they didn't sand it, so they just dyed it. So really, really cool. And that buffalo horn, or the ox horn reinforcement is just, looks awesome. Yeah, I love it. So this one's $650, T10. If you had millions of money, you buy a sword. I think we're probably like 500,000, maybe a little bit more in inventory. And we're constantly getting new stuff. And then a lot of our Forge partners, they just send us stuff they want us to liquidate. So that's why we get some great prices. John and I don't do this for a living. John has an acupuncture clinic here in Richmond. My wife and I have a Japanese translation interpretation company. This is like all fun for us. So if we can get swords and get them in your hands for as cheap as possible, we're all about that. Yeah. What's up, Kyle Sensei? What would you guys like to see? Cloudhammer Economy, Iron Bamboo, please. Iron Bamboo, Cloudhammer, Iron Bamboo. Let's see where I can find it. John, which one's the Iron Bamboo from Cloudhammer?
That's the one with the
Kogai?
Kogai.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the Kogai and Kozuka. I thought it was. I'll grab it for you. Yeah, this one's SKS3. So SKS3's tool steel. Nice iron tsuba there. Nice black, really tightly wrapped. Nice transitions. Their new mounter is crushing it. So there's the blade. SKS3 has a really nice hamon. When you differentiate harden it, it creates a really nice aesthetic. If you care about that, some people don't. And this has Kogai and Kozuka. Yep. So this is a sword I designed called the Whirlwind. I have an elite version almost ready. For the Whirlwind, I also use that SKS3. You know, I wouldn't cut hard targets with it, bamboo and the like. Definitely a soft target cutter, but man, the thing is like a laser. But it's really light. And I use the Tsukashi's style tsuba to kind of lighten the load. But yeah, I love the SKS3. I cut with mine every Monday. I cut 10 mats with mine, so I love it. Yeah. So that's the Iron Bamboo. Phoenix Armory is Phoenix Arms. Yeah. We changed the name. Phoenix Arms, we did. We called them Phoenix Armory. That's our name because if you go looking on the internet, you probably won't find it. They actually have a long Chinese name. There's actually a gun company called Phoenix Armory or Phoenix Arms. So we said, you know what? We don't want to confuse people because we're gun guys too. So we changed it to just Phoenix Armory. Yeah. I hope you tell them Hattori Hanzo. Yeah, aren't Phoenix Arms just wings? That's right. I think we're arms as an armament or armory. Dark Giant, Tachi, please. Oh, yeah, Dark Giant's awesome. I should have called it the Sith Giant because it's, you see the green one there. I'll show you the Dark Giant.
Smarter, not right. This one's a tactical style.
So same T10 oversized Tachi blade as the green one,
We call it a wakizashi.
but with black synthetic silk wrap and a nice black saya.
This is a freaking.
And different kamo on this one.
Thank you. What's your name? Steve. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, no.
Yeah, what's your name again?
Stop. Nice to meet you.
Where are you from originally?
San Diego.
Oh yeah, you don't sound like you're from Goochland or Louiser.
From the gooch.
From the Gooch. Yeah, sure thing. So it's just me. This is, you got Scott's Drive, New Jersey behind the wheel. So what do you guys want to see? I'm happy to answer any questions or show you. Question: a few swords like the Phoenix Dragon Head Tachi and the SX-105 Onimaru Kutsuna have Samegawa only handles. How do they feel handled? I love it. You know, certain Bushi, Samurai, and martial artists prefer that all ray skin grip for many reasons. Not necessarily aesthetic. So here's a blue-eyed samurai I just had. This is the blue-eyed samurai. We got some more in. This was close by. So some samurai actually wear a glove, teibukuro, and you know, if it's raining or soaked in some sort of red liquid that flows inside humans, it can get slick. You know, that ray skin has a natural tactile feel to it. So I think some people just like that, and it's just less, or maybe they prefer a smaller ska handle. But when you grab it, it's like your fingers are like on it. You know, it's like little suction cups. So it has a really cool feel to it, especially when they do it properly. But I personally like it. So, you know, that before, you know, the Chinese were wrapping handles long before the Japanese. But a lot of those early Chinese swords had just the ray skin. I think a lot of Japanese like that too. But we've seen them on katana all the way up to the Edo period, just like this. So I think it comes down to a personal preference. But you know, I guess you think a battlefield scenario, if it's raining or you know you're covered in blood, you know, you don't want your hand to slip. So I think some people prefer that. There may be some other reasons, I just don't know. But I can tell you when you're holding it, man, it is not sliding out of your hand. Yeah, that's really a nice tactile feel to it. So we have these on, yeah, here's a tachi. We have this on a tachi right here. I'll show you. Here's on this tachi. Murahazukuri. And you get there's some metal adornment on there, and it kind of fills in the hand a little bit. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. I mean, even one hand katate, man, it just, man, that's not gonna slide out of your hand. I really like it. I really like it. I don't know if that answers your question, but that's the best I could come up with. You don't like sword trophy, then GTFO, Pally. No, I don't like swords. I like katana. Katana are swords. Katana is a Japanese style sword. But all swords matter. We love them from everywhere. We love European swords, African swords, Asian swords, South America, even America. We have swords. Europe, other parts of Asia. I mean, all swords matter. All cultures matter. To us, a sword is a lens to another culture's history, language, culture, philosophy, food, art, religion. The more we learn about each other, we think bigotry and prejudice fall aside. So, you know, if you're learning more about the Vikings, perhaps through their swords, you know, what's wrong with that? I mean, you're learning about another culture, why they use how they make them, who are they fighting, how did they fight, you know? It's really fascinating, and you're really learning about another culture because you want to, you know, and, you know, you learn to accept people or not merely tolerate them once you find out we have more in common than different. So we really do love all swords, even though our name is RVA Katana. That's probably what we have most of. We love it all. There's room for all of it, and it does tell a story. Look, when we were 10 years old, you couldn't teach us history, but you said we're going to study swords of Africa or Asia or Europe. I think you'd be like, hell yeah. So we just love how swords just tell a story, right? And a lot of people always ask us why swords in 2025? Why not? You're not hurting anybody. You're having fun. It's a cultural thing, heritage, history, heraldry. Yeah, we love it all. We wish we had more African swords. That is really the hardest thing that's frustrating us the most. If you watch Forged in Fire, David Baker and Ben Abbott come in here all the time. They'll always tell us. I always ask them, why. Well, last time Dave Baker was here, I asked him, why do you showcase an African sword as your challenge round? And he says, quite frankly, a lot of people have never made it before because they've never seen it. So Africa has so many unique. There's an African ikura up there, a seer we got from our friend Waldemar from South Africa. Africa just has such a very wide variety of blades, and people have never seen them. And so, you know, for a challenge round, you don't want somebody making a sword that they make a dozen of a week. So it kind of makes sense. But he also said, and I was here when David said to my face, he says, quite frankly, Scott, I want people, in my opinion, should learn more about swords from other cultures. And, you know, Africa has probably some of the most unique styles of blades of any culture. So that's really fascinating that he really is he just loves all cultures and swords. And they call it hoplology. Hoplology is the study of warrior cultures from around the world. And he truly is someone interested in hoplology. We are too. We love it all. But, you know, you have your preference. You have what you like. You can like what you like. What modern katana steel would resemble Tamahagane steel in terms of optics the most? Well, Tamahagane is continually made. Phoenix Armory, this is Tamahagane sourced from Japan. Cloudhammer also sources their Tamahagane from Japan. So you can get swords out of Tamahagane if you want. Tamahagane now is pretty decent, but it's nowhere near as durable as modern steel. So my only thing would be to ask you, what do you plan on doing with it? Do you just want something to look at? Made traditionally, tells that story. You can see the grains in there. Or is this something you plan on using frequently that you really want to trash and beat up? So it depends on what you're looking for. Modern Japanese swords made of Shinsakuto and the like, you know, you're spending 13 to 17 grand bare blade alone from a modern smith. By the time you add koshire on that, you're usually spending $17,000 to $20,000. So do you want to beat the crap out of that? I mean, I would, but not everybody does. So probably we do have Orishigane, which is bladesmith smelted steel in the Tamahagane tradition. We actually have Tamahagane swords. Cloudhammer has, here's the Onimaru. These top three from Cloudhammer are, these are all Tamahagane as well. And of course we have antiques too. John's in there with the customer. We don't really position ourselves as an antique dealer. That's a whole other thing. We just have a customer that wants to own something that was authentic, that was perhaps carried, can tell a story, pass it down to the kids as an heirloom, have that coachable moment. Your grandfather had this, now I have it, I'm talking to you about it. What's the sword represent? Being a protector, having a sharp mind. You can talk about all kinds of things. Pass it down to your son. So it could be an heirloom. And that being the case, maybe that customer doesn't want to spend 10 or 20 grand. So we tend to have stuff that's $1,000 to $3,000. And for a lot of people, we've got them started with a very inexpensive Nihonto, and then they got into the hobby, and now they're buying $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 pieces. So, maybe they started in the repro market, decided they really like this, wanted to take a plunge, you get their first Nihonto, and we've got them started with something, under $1,000, or, and now we have some sword friends that have started with this with a $150 sword, and now they're spending
50,000.
50 grand. Yeah. So, but everybody starts somewhere. And this is why we're at odds with Paul Martin. We love Paul Martin. He's an expert. He really is a living legend. But he's kind of sour on the repro market. And we know what he's doing. He's trying to get more people to buy Nihonto, modern made swords. But they're really out of reach for a lot of people. So maybe if people start with something inexpensive and decide that they like this, or they get maybe a beat up Nihonto as a starter to learn about it, then they can dip their foot into spending more and more money, maybe once they've tempered their wife to it or significant other. So here we have some here, 700 years old, 650 years old. Hey, where's the 651? Where's the Tachi from yesterday? Did you take it home?
It's put up top. Or not, it's in the top there.
Oh, okay.
It's the very top one.
Oh, gotcha.
One on the top one, in the middle one on the top.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to take this. We're going to take these out here in the next couple of weeks and do a cleaning and show. So we'll do that here in the next couple of weeks and show them to you. But if you are interested in any of the Nihonto, of course, go to our website, rvakatana.com. You'll see antique swords. If you want to see more, we're all happy to make a video just for you. So if there's some details you'd like to see or you have some more questions, don't hesitate. Reach out to us, Scott at rva-katana.com, or hit John at rvakatana@gmail.com, and we're happy to, sometimes it's hard just to see a static image. So if you want to see a little bit more, we're happy to do that for you. But yeah,
That's the whole thing.
there's my spiel. Let me get off my soapbox now.
The leg armor there. I don't know where.
Paul Chen, yeah, Paul Chen's been out of the game for a while. His son, Ron Chen, is a freaking genius. Ron's amazing. We do have some Paul Chen Hanway stuff. Hanway's gone. There's rumors that they're going to come back. Someone's buying it, but we haven't gotten any confirmations. We think that might be the internet wishful thinking, but we hope they come back. They've been around for a long time, but we have some of the Paul Chen stuff.
They are optimized for making.
The Wind and Thunder is a Paul Chen design with this stupid big ass Kisaki, extra big ass fries. This thing is amazeballs. If you know, you know. The Wind and Thunder is a beast of a sword. Multi-mat cutter. We have a Raptor. This is a Murahazu Kuti version of the Raptor. Anybody that's in the Paul Chen or Hanway or in this hobby, the repro hobby, probably has one of the Raptors in their collection. And we also have their practically knocked the phone off. Right. This is the Practical Plus XL. So the same wide blade that's on a lot of their performance cutters, tournament cutters, with the Kikugatatsuba, that axe handle everybody talks about. Some people love it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I own one of these, and it's a fun cutter if you're looking to cut multiple mats. That's kind of all we have right now. We don't have anything else. I mean, Hanway's not making anything else.
Yeah.
There's rumors that Dragon King actually stated that they're going to take over and make some of their models. We haven't seen any of that yet. But, yeah, his son, if you're really interested in Paul Chen, definitely check out his son, Ron Chen Forge. I mean, that guy is freaking amazing. Dislike the handle on that one? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that axe handle, but some people are. You like what you like. Some people, they're better than me and they like it, so yeah.
If you love it, I mean, it's cool. It's for what it is.
I appreciate Nihonto, but the temptation to use is too great for me. I'll let the museums and places like yours keep them. Yeah, and I hear you there. I'm very opinionated about this, but my opinion is, I think you honor the smith by cutting with it once a year or displaying it. Obviously if it's super old, like old Kota era, maybe not, but I mean, you can't complain there aren't enough people to polish swords in the U.S. because they're not getting enough work. And how would they get work? I don't know. If they got some scratched up swords, how would they get scratched? Maybe cutting something. So I mean, I mean, all my teachers in Japan cut with Muromachi period 650-year-old swords every day. So I mean, who am I as an American to tell a Japanese person they shouldn't be cutting with their heirloom? It's been in their family for hundreds of years. We love the Nihonto. And I don't take them out and go crazy with them and cut them, but I own Nihonto as well, and I like to cut with them once a year. And in my way, I feel like I honor the smith. It's like having a plate and eating off of it, right? But everybody's different opinion. I respect different opinions on it. And I know with Nihonto collectors, especially the purists, I lock horns with them, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree and still respect each other. We don't have to be dickheads to each other just because we disagree with that, right?
This has been here for a long time, plus the scabbards all stuff up.
You have the ninja from Red. Oh, the ninja from Red. Paul Chen's ninja sword's really nice. Yeah, the Practical Plus. I'll show you some more of that. Yeah, I had that ninja. I used to be a Cast Iberia dealer right around the year 2000. 2000 to 2006. I was a dealer. Man, I sold like dozens of those things. The Practical Plus just has, basically the same as the Practical, any of the XLs, same blade. Same blade. And to keep the price down, the polish isn't like super stellar, but like you're going to use this to cut with. Do you care about the polish? Right? And then the fitment's nice. So, of course, like the handle shape or not, this Haichi, I mean, it's really tightly wrapped. Really smooth transitions with the furniture, which I really like. So, yeah. And I like the Shonai design there on the Tsuba, or on the Habaki. I mean, really nice sword for the money. What are we selling this thing for? $450. It's 1566 spring steel as well. Yeah, really nice sword. Yeah, a lot of people got into the Cast Iberia filled a void. In the 80s, I started training sword arts in 83 at 13. There really was nothing. Crummy company called Cold Steel had this crap katana out, and that was like it. Or we go to Japan. I started going to Japan in 87. Or we go to gun shows and buy like Gunto and just have them remounted and cut with them and bend them and break them. But when Cast Iberia came in, they really filled a void because they put this stuff in the reach of average people. And I think a lot of people started getting into Japanese sword arts simply because there was a vendor who could produce something. But now there's all this, right? Yeah. But I mean, Cast Iberia, Hanway's a legend in the industry, so we love all their stuff.
Yeah.
Dragon King, yeah, I hope so. Dragon King, I'm a huge fan of Dragon King. And, you like, Dragon King collectors. Nobody buys just one Dragon King, right? Some of the new stuff from them, like the new modern series, I love because I've never seen Dragon King do a slim saya like this. And we wear a dai show in my class, so I like this. This is on the modern, obviously, but I hope Dragon King does something along this line for fitment. Obviously, this is a Hizukuri model. I think we're out of the one with the bohi. That's a new one they just came out with. But whatever you think about the G10 handle and all that aside, I like that they're still like innovating or doing things. So I hope they follow this trend because I'd like to see some new models from Dragon King with the, I mean, this is decent, but when you're wearing two swords, man, it's like two 2x4s on your hip. This is the Hana, which I love, the Hana. Yeah, so we did start getting, Dragon King started making a Zatoichi. We're just sold out of it. I think we have one of the Hanways left.
Scott, 1 second. You can point and see yourself in a minute here. Go ahead and look at your camera. And there you are.
Okay. This is a guy from San Diego who lives not too far from us. First time in the shop? What do you think?
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty awesome, right?
He's a sword lover. He has lots of swords at home.
Oh, you're one of us, right? Now, do you like just Japanese swords? Or do you like swords from other cultures too? Japanese is your forte? Yeah.
He has all kinds of swords. He said he had claymores. And
I like the original.
Yeah, you're allowed to like what you like. It's America, as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Freedom.
There's some people dictating what you should like or how you should like it,
That's what we did in America.
That's right. And some of these people, I think, forgot that. They need to lose their teeth to remember it. You know what I'm saying? Is it obvious I'm from New Jersey?
tell us how you really feel.
Not enough people eat baseball bats. That's my response. Yeah.
Source certificate, Joe.
I'm an amateur. That's why I have that stance. Yeah, and I hear you. And I respect that. If you like swords, I like swords. We're automatic friends, and we're just sick of the arrogance. But you realize people are going to have different opinions than you. It doesn't necessarily mean they're jerks. We can respect one another and maintain integrity and respect for each other without being total jerks, right? And I think you probably all know people, if you're involved in this hobby, the Nihonto hobby, there's some really serious douchebags out there.
I'm sorry? No.
Ryan swords, we love Ryan sword. We have some Ryan sword stuff. We're a dealer for them. We love Ryan swords. The Reapers are all made by Ryan. Yeah. Ryan is a master of 1095. I'll tell you, man, that guy can make 1095 really, really well. We all own a Reaper. This is a Reaper, a new version we got in. We all own Reapers, and it's probably one of our favorite cutting swords. Ryan sword's part of a family of smiths. There's like six different popular forges out there. They're all the same family, and all the swords are made in the same forge. So it's always funny on our end to see the chatter on the internet of people making fun of Forge B, being a fanboy of Forge A, not knowing it's the same company, same guy. On Monday he makes Forge A swords, and on Tuesdays he makes Forge B swords. It's literally the same guy, and it's funny to hear people not know that, there's it's a whole family of smiths, cousins, brothers, uncles, all making blades. They've been making blades for over 400 years in China. But man, I love companies that stay in their lane. They get really good at forging a particular type of steel. 10 out of 10 times they can take that billet and make a proper sword without it cracking or failing. And Ryan, man, just consistently, everything he makes is just really well done. And what I love about Ryan is he'll listen to us. We can say, you know what, handles need to be slimmer, glue this down, smoother transition, smaller knots. And he'll be like, yeah, okay. And he'll just do it. So we love that he's willing to improve the product.
Morning.
And I love that you can do what you're doing, right? Just get something custom, get what you want, and have it made the way you want. This is a new Reaper we just got in.
Yeah, this one is made of SX15B, so it's really
We do that for him too. So if there's something you want, we can get it for you and save you a lot of money on the shipping. And we won't sell it at full retail. So if there is something you want custom from Ryan, hit us up. Let us know. We just did one for somebody yesterday, a Reaper. So best deal for durability and clashing together, probably Cloudhammer's S5. S5 is a shock steel. So there's a unit of measurement called a joule, Joules. It measures the energy rating, impact rating. Many industries use that term, but we use that for swords. So traditionally made Tamahagane swords, like all of our antiques, they'll shatter at 6 to 8 joules. There's your median. Modern day T10 tool steel will shatter at 8 to 12 joules. Cloudhammer's S5 shatters at 186 joules. So it's just an order of magnitude 12 to 15 times stronger than even some of the best made Japanese steel. We've come a long way since the 1300s in technology, craftsmanship, materials, wisdom. And we're not done yet as a race, right, as a species. So we're still coming up with new alloys. Cloudhammer is at the forefront of using all kinds of Z-Tough and 80 CRV, all kinds of really awesome modern steels to come up with something that's even more durable. Now, I will tell you, the S5 does not have
a tougher blade, but
as good of an edge retention as SX105V. So there isn't one steel that's going to do it all. There's usually a compromise or trade-off. If you want lateral rigidity and durability, you're probably going to sacrifice maybe some edge retention. Not that S5 sucks, but it doesn't hold an edge quite as well as SKS or SX105V, which is the Japanese tool steel, and it's differentially hardened and through hardened as well. All of the S5 though is through hardened. There's no differentially hardened, and we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to differentially harden stuff anymore. So I would say if you're looking for just straight up performance, durability, end of the world, zombie apocalypse, S5. Would you say S5, John? Probably, and there's there's great knife steels too, but they don't do very well in the sword profile. Some like Duramax, D2, some of these steels. Is it Duramax? Why did I say Duramax?
Duramax diesel.
Duramax is a diesel engine. The Cummins Duramax it's what is it called? MagnaCut. Fuck, I'm an idiot. MagnaCut, great knife steel, won't do very well. The longer it gets brittle. and will break. So some of these knife steels, and we're knife guys too. A lot of people love certain types of knife steels. It's just not going to do well in a sword format. So what you think is great for knives ain't great for swords. So you really have to understand how some of these. Again, there's no like magical steel that will do everything perfectly. We have found though the S5 here to be probably some of the most durable stuff out there. We've sent it out to people. They tried to cut it, break it over a rock, and wound up cutting up the rock. There's some missteps. There's a little slightly less stronger version called S7, which S7 is what, 168 joules.
168 joules to break.
So still 168 joules. I mean, it's still
Like 12 times tougher than,
it's still T10.
than a complete tempered sword.
Yeah. Cloudhammer W2, I agree. They do W2 quite often.
Mostly for, very high end.
Yeah, for high-end stuff, yeah. And we talked to our friends, Gary at Men at Arms Reforged, and some of those guys, and when we asked them, okay, when we asked people like Dave Baker, all right, you're going to make a sword for yourself. Nobody gives a shit about anybody's opinion. You're making a sword for yourself. What steel are you going to make it out of? They're going to say W2. It's like insane. They love it because it bends instead of just like snaps. It has that like bending characteristic. We love W2, but yeah, the only W2 we've gotten is pretty much Cloudhammer's high end. We haven't gotten a W2 from anyone else, have we? I don't think so. Yeah, but we love it. I love it. Yeah. Durex can protect your sword. You guys are awesome. Right steel for the job. Yeah, that comes down to it, Zatoichi. You are correct. What do you want to do with it? You want to cut what? Hard or soft targets? And are you good at cutting or are you new? It comes down to a skill level. If you suck, stay within spring steels. The Vortex series are awesome for that purpose. If you're trying to suck less and improve, go to T10s. But we've definitely seen people bend high-end swords on their third cut. Because it comes down to skill. Yeah, I've bent dozens of swords. Yeah.
If we're tired or something, sometimes we just have a bad
You have a bad cut, and not everybody can afford to replace their sword when they have a bad cut, which is why we love, spring steel stuff. What's kind of cool, Dragon King's actually doing something unique that you don't see often. Hello, come on in.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
All right.
I got it.
Where are you guys from? Richmond?
Well, I'm here for school.
Where are you from? I'm from New Jersey. You don't sound like you're from here. Where are you from?
No, I'm from Northern Virginia.
Oh, that's another state.
So the
Yeah.
safety rules, you can handle the swords.
This is the Taiku from Dragon King. It's a mix of T10 and 9260. It's kind of cool. I don't really know anybody doing that. So we cut with them and love them. Pretty awesome. How are you guys? Good. All right. What else can I do, you guys? I'm a bloviating fool. I'll run my yap. But I love talking to you guys. You guys are all awesome. I love the energy, the vibes, the questions. I love hearing your opinions on things. So we may not agree. That's okay. We still love stuff. I want to defend myself against another human. Home defense. Pretty much anything we sell will work for that. Everything is full tang and sharp, and that's kind of what you want. Depends on what you want to spend, really. Some people like stuff like this. I'll show you. Here's what you want. So this is a company called APOC, short for Apocalypse. They make a series of swords out of 9260 spring steel with a black oxide coating and a G10 handle. No sword guard, so maybe easier to stash. And they do like this military mole style fiberglass attachment. But they make these like in many different sword styles and different lengths. Check out our website. Just type in APOC, A-P-O-C, and you'll see a ton of cool stuff they make. But maybe something like this for home defense, right?
Nice meeting you, Steve.
You out here, Steve?
Yeah, I said hi on your video.
Oh, nice meeting you, buddy.
There's a delay.
Oh, yeah. Nice meeting you, man. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Buy a sword, they're good.
Steve says it. Buy a sword, they're good. Steve knows. He just bought a sword. Awesome. Thank you for your business, Steve. Sold out of Taisuke. The only Taisuke we have left is the, is it the Kumori? No, it's the, what the hell is this one called? The Hosa Kumiage. It's $1,300 or $1,250. Oh, look at that. I can reach it. My hero. So we're all on board with Taisuke. We had a little misstep with them the first shipment. They didn't really meet our expectations. They took them all back and fixed it and now exceeded our expectations. So here's a company that's willing to listen to our market You know, some of these companies, it's a chunk of steel with a pretty handle on it. They don't give a shit about our market. We're Americans. We have larger hands. We use these different ways. So it's so awesome when they say, okay, what are you hearing? What are your customers saying? Where do we mess up? Where can we do better for your market? And we'll give them a list and they'll do it. So I love that they're going to listen to us. That makes a lot of sense. So that we have that one left. And we have more on the way. This is the new Sun Moon. But this is beautiful. This is Tamahagane, yeah. Tamahagane version of the Sun Moon, which is really nice. Show the that, like natural bleached gray skin with the nubs of death. Death nub.
Like the orange oxhorn.
Oh yeah, I love. Man, I'm a sucker for this oxhorn stuff. It just looks really, especially with the white, it has a really nice contrast. Yeah. You'll be cutting later. Not today. We'll cut on Mondays, pal. We cut on Monday. What all can I do with the T10? Man, T10, Kelly. T10 will cut hard targets and soft targets. Now, when we say hard targets, we mean bamboo. I would say, though, probably not bamboo that thick. But definitely this thick. 2 inches. This is like a 3.5, 4-inch piece. You'll probably bend it. But T10 has a nice hard edge. It'll cut hard and soft targets. So we love T10. It's very versatile. It's equivalent to 1095. I think most people can't tell the difference between 1095 and T10 is technically on paper maybe 2% better. The T's for tungsten, better edge, a little harder edge. But we love T10. S5 can come with bohi and sohi. Yes. Yes, they can. They can do it. We've had it. John, we don't have any S5 with bohi in stock, do we?
What?
Bohi? Yeah. What do we have at S5 bohi? Because usually they go pretty quick.
Pretty sure.
Grab one, Ryan.
I don't.
We have had them.
These are also not S5.
They get snatched up quick because it's really hard. Oh yeah, the Kinoto had. That's right. It's really hard to put it in there. He actually invented a technology for putting a bohi in S5 because once it hardens, man, it's like nigh impossible to get a bohi in it.
Yeah, I don't think any of these have.
Yeah, we're just out at the moment. Scott, you cut that 6-inch bamboo yet? Zatuichi, I haven't. I think we're going to do it Monday. What are we going to cut that with, John? I need something I can destroy.
Sohi.
Oh, we got a Sohi here. Is this S5 Sohi? There you go. What model is this?
Unokubi.
Oh, this is the Unokubi S5. Oh, yeah. Demon Strike. So the Demon Strike Unokubi has a Sohi in it.
That one's ADCMO 64, so German S5.
It's the German. It's the ADCMO. It's the German version of S5. Basically the same recipe. Just the S5 is not sourced from the United States. It's sourced from Germany. A lot of people don't know that the S5 is actually sourced right here in the United States. These forges make an S5.
So that's
coming
the
from
thing
here.
about, this is the big thing with Cloudhammer's S5 right now.
We might wrap
The
it up.
S5 that they have, the distributor kind of screwed them over and they sent a Taiwanese version of S5.
So did you guys hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, so everything we says S5 low molybdenum, that's like the Taiwanese version of S5. Just as tough, well, probably tougher, who knows. It's very tough. It's the one that they've been using in all the videos where they're breaking stuff, or breaking the swords.
But in an effort to be transparent, we think it's important that we know and our customers know where the source material is sourced from. So when we found out that it wasn't the Hudson American sourced S5, we made a big stink about it, and Cloudhammer's replacing the ones that people aren't happy with. So, but S5, yeah, S5 is pretty amazing. So they do a bohi and a sohi. There's a couple with a sohi. Just don't have any with a bohi at the moment. I'm sure we'll have more in though.
And also Dark Sister from Alpha.
Best difference between 1095 and T10 is T10 has slightly better rust resistance and retain edge slightly better. David C., you are absolutely correct. That's what the tungsten does. A little better edge retention, a little better durability. What's my favorite Hamone pattern? My favorite is, can you show the one of the Handachi? I'm a sword arts practitioner, so I'm a big sucker for a straight Hamone. Boring. I know it's boring. This is called Sugaha. Now, the reason why you see a lot of practitioners like this is the higher up the Hamone goes on the blade, the more brittle that portion of the blade is. So when you have a nice, small, thin Hamone right there on the edge, that's where the sword is absolutely sharp and brittle, leaving most of the sword a little more durable and flexible. So it's more flexible where it needs to be. Practitioners are going to look at this as a tool, less as an art. I don't want to say all, obviously less as an art piece, but the interest is more how are these used and using them. And when you talk to your teachers in Japan, that for whatever reason, Sugaha is pretty much what everybody loves because of the, you know, you're clashing sword against sword, and there's less chance of a shatter or a break with a Hamone that doesn't inch up higher and higher onto the blade. So I'm a big fan of Sugaha, but I'm a Notare fan too. I love Notare.
Back in the 1780s, there was a swordsmith, Masahide Shinsui, and thank you for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
And he tested a lot of swords. He tested the Shinto swords, the ones that were made with the really wide hamon, like after the warring period. Those broke really quickly. So he was testing them; they always broke. Versus the older ones with had the shallow, the narrow hamon, those did not break as easy.
We don't have the katana used in Highlander. There can only be one more. Not yet. Mike De La Vega does mount them for us though, so he'll do
We currently don't have
S5.
any bare blades.
Yeah, we don't have any bare blades. We send him bare blades from Cloudhammer, and he'll custom mount them. They're right around $2,000, if I recall. Yeah, $2,000.
Most of that's his labor cost.
But it's all custom piece, and it's done by an American who's in the military. So we love supporting anybody that supports us, right?
He's amazing craftsman.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does, but he's a really cool guy too. How much was the S5 we just looked at, the Demon Strike?
The Demon Strike, that's the long one, the longer version.
800 for that long
Yeah.
one Ryan just showed you guys.
The regular size ones are like right now around 700.
Prinzi asked, Scott, do you have a favorite Tachi? Yeah, I do. It's this new one we got in. It's like a Heian period. I love, can you show it, the second one on the Tachi rack, second one down? So I'm a big fan of crossover swords. Swords that right at a point of history, right where the Japanese were relying less on Chinese styles, developing more of their own influence. And this particular Tachi we got in is just absolutely gorgeous. But you see the tsuba and everything has a very older Heian, early Kamakura period design where there's still a lot of Chinese influence on there, but obviously it's a curved blade, it's single-edged, the tip is more of that chisel tip style. So I'm a big fan of this one, just because I like the history behind it, you know, because if you go back to the Heian period, you start to see how the Japanese start developing their own unique identity. You know, everything came from China via Korea to Japan, the warfare, the language, the clothing, the system of government, and everything. So when the Japanese sort of developed their own sort of designs, I'm a big fan of that type of era stuff. What's your favorite Tachi on the rack there, Ryan? Oh, the court Tachi, the black court Tachi. Why? Because this one was we cut with this one. Yeah. Oh, it has your. Oh, yeah. Let's see your tattoo. Oh yeah, yeah. He does Emger Muso Jikiden Eishinu, probably the largest coder you practiced on the planet. That's why you like that. What else do you like?
Sharp as shit.
Hey, that blue one with the bitchin' curved handle, I love. Yeah. Check this one out. This Koshizori is no joke on this one, dudes. I love this. Yeah.
Also the Damascus,
And if you do any cutting, let me tell you how much adjustment it takes. But once you get adjusted to it, man, it's like you don't want to go back to a Nikogata Haichi stuff.
The more
Yeah.
curved, the more you have to like kind of aim for the center and do a saw.
More of a slicing. Yeah. It's just fun. Yeah. How do we buy? Go to our website, rvakatana.com, rva-katana.com. Virgil sword, we have a bunch of. In fact, we have a Virgil sword that's now 125. It's normally 175. So we have some Odachi and Nodachi versions, 3 long versions, and we have 3 short versions. This one is made from 65 MN tool steel, which adds a spring steel element, the manganese, a little more durability. This one was 175 all day. Our forge partner just sends us swords and just said, you know what, we want to move them. We got more coming out your way. So they took 50 bucks.
We have 80 in stock.
We have 80 of these, yeah. So say 50 bucks now. We've never had this sword for $125. It has a leather handle wrap. We love it. This is a higher. Is this the Ryan one?
There's the Ryan sword one, and then there's the Phoenix Arms one. They're all a little different.
Yeah, I think this is the Phoenix Armory
The
version.
Phoenix Armor has a standard Sagio wrap versus the Ryan one has like a different wrap to it.
So yeah, there we do have Virgils. We have a long. Ryan will show you the 65 MN version. I don't know if that's the right version. Nope. Here's a longer version of the sword we just showed you. That is, what is it? 250 bucks.
275.
275 for the Odachi version.
We had to raise the price 'cause of tariffs.
Old
Tariffs
Dachi?
frickin'
Yep. Are these old productions or new? Most of these are new. I mean, we have antique swords over 650 years old, 700-year-old antiques, but these are all produced in the last, would you say last year or two?
Yeah.
Most of these? Yep. I can't wait to see the quality and the gold and silver archer in person. Very excited. Oh, sweet, Mr. Nobody. We love them. And for $200, man, you can't beat it. Menu with oksaki. What else do we have that's oksaki? Well, here's an oksaki for you. Hey, Ryan, come check this out. Will you show this one right here? So, how's this for oksaki?
Oh,
It's Osoraku Katana.
Oh, the Osaka Wakazashi sold.
Is that the last one?
That is the last.
Better yank that jank off that rack.
Yank that jank sounds really bad.
Jank yanker. Look at John just limping. What's up, Limpy?
Yeah.
You party too hard for on the grill? Many with what else do we have that's oksaki, John? Ryan?
There's,
We have the Phoenix Arms ones that have the Okazaki.
yeah, there's.
Yeah, we just. Oh, that's right. We just got some Phoenix Armory ones that have oksaki. Let's.
Those new,
Let's show
new
you.
Reapers, I'm gonna get them all Okazaki after.
Oh, after seeing that one, that custom
That was
one,
freaking amazing.
are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. It's one, but it has the black gray skin. Pure black gray skin has Okazaki. That one I don't remember.
One of these has.
I know the turtle one down.
We'll
down-
keep finding it right there.
down-
Right. Pro-
down-
that, no,
that
next
might,
one.
That
Ne-
one might actually, maybe.
Yes.
Here's one. Hell yeah!
This one has a beautiful side too.
All hand painted. Another thing I like about Phoenix Armory is they don't do stickers and stuff. It's all hand
They
painted.
do stickers, but this is
I haven't seen any. We don't carry the sticker stuff.
like
here.
the Tachi with the Kamala stickers.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. It's like a transfer.
Yeah,
But these are hand painted.
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There's some oksaki for you.
This one might be Okazaki. Nope.
Where's little swords that pair with the katakana? With the katana.
Wakizashi pair with the katana.
So we have them here.
The hiragana pair with the katana.
Yeah, the hiragana and katakana pair up with each other nicely. The furigana is always trying to cut in on their turf. We have the Vortex series are a daisho. They have the long and the short. These are only $200. Spring steel, 9260 spring steel.
Oh yeah, Scott, remember, if you want, take that, if you would take that, the top Vortex Wakizashi, the Fuji one, and put it out for your class, say, we'll sell it for 125.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Actually, can you throw it on the class rack?
'Cause this
And if you want to buy it, Ryan, go ahead.
125 is basically.
$125? You kidding me? That's like
It's because we don't have the katanas,
That's
we're
beneath-
not carrying the katana anymore.
that's
so.
beneath cost. So that's a good deal. $125 on that. Are you gonna buy it? If you do, give me the Suba.
Anyway,
I'll make you a deal for the Suba. I won't make fun of your face for a week if you just sell it to
You
me.
can do it for $100.
for 100? Yeah,
You just buy it.
yeah.
What is this? What is this? Pawn Stars?
Basically. I'll just get it out here.
I know what I have. Don't lowball me. First lowball offer. Yeah, I'll take it. Crimson Lattice.
We can cut with it on Monday.
Where's the Crimson Lattice? Is that the new oversized one, John?
Crimson Lattice.
Is that this one? Look at all. It's all latticey.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it
This
is.
is it.
Oh, no, you named these swords. You named Crimson Lattice?
Oh, I don't know. Did I name them? I did.
You
Maybe I
did name
did.
these. This is a big ass sword. Extra big ass frogs.
This is the Titan series. And we named it Titan because Titan has the word tit in it.
I knew a guy named Jank Yanker. I never shook his hand. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Is that
Remember that show Crank Yankers?
Is that the Crimson Lattice,
Talk
Sosa?
about that show.
Yeah.
Sixth from the bottom of the rack you just pulled from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a really cool tuba. Wait, is that? Here's another, the Manji. Same blade.
These are
Hey,
amazing
DJ.
balls. I like this Suba too. This is kind of different. What do you call that? don't even-
I have no idea what it is, but
I
it's
don't even know
cool.
what
It's
that
cool AF is what it
It's
is.
very different. I love it. It's
So
neat.
these tuba are made not in Longtren, but in
hinging. There's a saya or a fittings maker who's just doing really crazy stuff. Previous rack. Which was the previous rack?
This one looks like a
Mm.
teenager's acne riddled forehead. Or the lunar surface.
What was the previous rack before this one? What did you draw from? Yeah, we can't remember that far back. We really need to number or label these racks.
We
So-
can't because you freaking change them every other day.
No, we just leave the number on top of it so people can say A, B, C, D. So,
All right, I'm done.
all right. Thank you all for joining in.
Hey,
We
thanks
are
for
going to
hanging
sit
out.
down.
It's always cool chilling with you guys. You guys are awesome.
Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
check
follow
out-
Scott's class on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern.
We're gonna
Follow,
resume tomorrow.
go to our website, rva-katana.com. And we will catch you guys next time.
Pine crane.
Pine crane. Obligatory pine crane. All right, shutting down TikTok first.
Pine crane katakana.
Boo. And let's see.
Huge.
All right, shutting down here. Thank you guys.